Hey everyone, Chris McCarthy here. Coming up in this episode of Building the Brands, I'm going to explain the 7 types of names that you can choose from when naming your business or the individual products or services that you offer. This will help you choose a name that is the best fit and the most impactful for your business. So let's get started right now. Naming your brand can be one of the most time-consuming and stressful parts of defining your brand's messaging. After all, your brand name will become one of the first recognizable consumer touchpoints and will lay the groundwork for how a customer will perceive your brand. To help make the brand naming process a little more manageable, here are 7 popular brand name types to consider and see if they fit with your business. Brand name type number 1 is descriptive names. These names are very straightforward and basically convey what the business does or the products and services offered by the company. They are functional names but are typically not very exciting and don't leave much room for creativity and future expansion. The benefits of descriptive names are that they clearly communicate the intent of the brand. However, the disadvantage of this name type is that as a company grows, it may be difficult to expand and diversify beyond their literal descriptive name. Examples of descriptive brand names include the Weather Channel, Hotels.com, Bank of America, General Motors, and Ancestry.com. Brand name type number 2 is a metaphorical name. The opposite of a highly descriptive name is a metaphorical name. These name types are evocative, creative, and unique. They leave room for interpretation and enable the brand to emphasize a story that is more engaging than just the products and services that they offer. The benefits of choosing a metaphorical name are that they are usually easy to trademark. However, since your name is not descriptive and obvious, you will need to rely heavily on your story and your marketing to grow your brand. Examples of metaphorical brand names include Apple, Amazon, Nike, Tesla, and Virgin. Brand name type number 3 is a lexical name. If you're feeling especially clever, but not corny, you can create a lexical name for your brand. Lexical names represent a play on words. They either alter the spelling of the word to create something unique and memorable, or they combine 2 words to form a single word name. Although these names can be fun, be careful not to play off of puns that could be interpreted as unprofessional and repel your audience. Examples of lexical brand names include Flickr, Tumblr, Dunkin' Donuts, Crazy Glue, and FedEx. Brand name type number 4 is an acronym name. An acronym is an abbreviation formed by the initial letters or other words and pronounced as a word. This type of name has been successful for some businesses. However, in my opinion, the difficulties associated with an acronym name outweigh the benefits. For example, acronym names are very difficult for the consumer to learn and to remember. They also lack any meaning or emotion. And as you've already learned, the success of your brand relies heavily on the connection that it makes with your consumers. With that said, here are examples of brands that have found great success using acronym names: IBM, UPS, BMW, MTV, and GE. Brand name type number 5 are founder names. Some of the most successful and incredible brands in the world were named after their founders. These names are usually easy to trademark and protect, but remember that a brand named after a founder will always be directly connected to that human and their actions. Examples of founder brand names include Ford, Ben & Jerry's, Disney, Ralph Lauren, and Calvin Klein. Brand name type number 6 is a geographical name. Perhaps you want to connect your business to the location where it was started. Geographical names will always instill the brand with whatever culture and historical association the consumer perceives of that region, both good and bad. Even though you may be proud of your roots and you want to show your appreciation to the location that helped you succeed, naming or renaming your brand after its home will have its limitations when attempting to expand beyond that region. Examples of geographical brand names include California Pizza Kitchen, New York Life, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Florida's Natural, and American Airlines. Brand name type number 7, invented names. If all else fails, you can just make up a name. Invented names are purely fabricated. They have no connection to the business or the products and services that the company offers. An invented name is usually easy to trademark, and a domain name will most likely be available. This type of name may seem like a simpler solution to the other alternatives, but they are not as easy to conjure up as you may think. You have to consider how it's spoken, its cadence, how it looks when written, what it may mean in other cultures, and if there are any negative connotations with how it sounds. But if done right, invented names can be very powerful and allow your brand to be flexible and adapt in the future. Examples of invented brand names include Google, Exxon, Verizon, Adidas, and Pixar. As you can see, each brand name type has its own pros and cons, and some will always be more effective than others. Whatever type of brand name that you decide on, it's important to define the expectations to your team before you begin the process. All right, that is it for this episode of Building the Brands. I hope you have found this valuable. To implement these strategies and systems into your business, be sure to visit brandsbychris.com to get started. I'll see you there.